Today I'm going to be making something that most of you have probably never heard of. Did you know that there was a cannoli that was not Sicilian? And it comes from a town just outside of Salerno called Cilento. It's filled with my mom's pastry cream and sprinkled with cinnamon sugar. These are the cannoli I grew up eating whenever we had a holiday celebration or a family gathering. It starts off with the pastry cream. I have egg yolk and sugar, and I'm going to beat those until they're light in color. Then add in the flour a little at a time and make sure that it's incorporated. Once you've added all the flour, then you're going to slowly add in warm milk. The first addition is the most important. You want to make sure you don't have any lumps. Continue adding the milk until everything is well blended. Now on medium heat, I'm going to cook the cream until it thickens. Our recipe is to add in 3 lemon peels, but if you prefer vanilla, you would do that once the cream thickens, add in a teaspoon of vanilla. Remove from the heat, place plastic wrap on top and refrigerate. Then I'm going to work on the chocolate cream, same process, just at the end I'm going to add in some chocolate chips and melt them in. Once they're melted, add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract, pour it into a bowl, cover in plastic wrap and refrigerate. I'm showing you this separately in my video, but in my recipe you can make one big pot of cream and then just take half the mixture and add the chocolate chips and vanilla extract in. Now it's time to work on the cannoli dough. I have AP flour, 1 egg, a pinch of salt, and some lard or shortening. Add in some white wine and mix with a fork until you can't do that any longer, and then switch to your hands. This is very similar to making fresh pasta, and it's almost the same consistency. You don't want this to be a soft and sticky dough. It should be pretty firm. Once your dough comes together, you want to wrap it in plastic wrap and let it rest for 30 minutes. You can roll this out by hand, but I'm going to take the easy way out and use my KitchenAid attachment. And just like you do with pasta, you want to run it through each thickness level until you get to the thickness that you desire. I go down to a number 5 on the KitchenAid attachment. You want the dough to be pretty thin because it'll be nice and crunchy and crispy when you go to fry it. Cut your pieces into 4 by 4 inch squares. Lay the mold corner to corner, wet the seam with water with your finger, and then seal the seam really well so they don't pop open when you're frying them. You also want to make sure not to wrap it too tightly so that the mold doesn't get stuck to the dough, or you won't be able to get that tube out. Once you're done forming the cannoli, it's time to fry. My oil is at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and you see they're sizzling the minute I put them in. That's what you want. Hold them down with the spider tool so that they get nice and golden brown. Continue working in batches until you're all done. I usually only add 2 or 3 cannoli per batch. Once they've cooled a bit, I pull the mold out. And as you can see, based on all the bubbles on the surface of that cannoli, it is going to be crunchy deliciousness. I've added my lemon cream and my chocolate cream to a piping bag with a star tip. I fill half with chocolate and half with lemon. I usually only fill the ones I'm going to serve, because if you fill them and you let them sit, they'll get soggy. And nobody likes a soggy cannoli. The rest of the shells I keep in a Ziploc bag until I'm ready to fill them again. We like to top our cannoli with a cinnamon and powdered sugar combination. It gives them a really, really nice flavor. I hope you enjoyed watching me make Cannoli Cilentani. And if you've never tried this type of cannoli, give it a try. They are so delicious. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you can see more of my delicious recipes. See you on the next video, my friends.